गताश्रमः. Can you repeat? Parishrantandrayatmaham Treta prapte uduchitaha Srantva pitva hridaya Naddaho sprishtayo gatashramah. Parishrantendrayatmaham Trit parito buvuchita Sat pitva hridaya Upasprishto gatashramah. बोलिए, और कोई बोलना है? एनीवन एल्स? परिश्रांतिरिंद्रियात्महं त्रिट परितो बुभुक्षितः श्रांत्वा पीत्वा हृदय नद्दा उपस्पृष्टो गताश्रमः. Anyone else? परिश्रांतेन्द्रियात्महं त्रिट परितो बुभुक्षितः पीत्वा हृदय नाद्दा उपस्पृष्टो गताश्रमः. परिश्रान्तः being tired, इंद्रियः bodily, आत्मा mentally, आत्मा I त्रिट परितः being thirsty, बुभुक्षितः and hungry, स्नात्वा taking a bath, pitva and drinking water, hridaya in the lake, nadeyaha of a river, upasprishtah being in contact with, gataha got relief from, sramaha tiredness. Translation and printed by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charan Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada देखिए translation. Thus traveling, I felt tired, both bodily and mentally, and I was both thirsty and hungry. So I took a bath in a river, lake, and also drank water. By contacting water, I got relief from my exhaustion. Can I repeat responsibly? Thus traveling, I felt tired, both bodily and mentally, and I was both thirsty and hungry. So I took a bath in a river, lake, and also drank water. By contacting water, I got relief from my exhaustion. In purpose, Srila Prabhupada is explaining this verse. A traveling mendicant can meet the needs of body, namely thirst and hunger, by the gifts of nature without being a beggar at the doors of the householders. The mendicant therefore does not go to the house of a householder to beg, but to enlighten him spiritually. Om Ajnanam Timirandhasya Jnananjanam Salakaya Chakshunanmilitamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Savidamena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadameham Dadati Swabhadantikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi pranamami Hare Priya vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhve evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavbhyo namo namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So as we know, this talk going between Narada and Vyasdev, and both are very exalted soul. They are as good as God. Because Ved Vyas Maharaj is empowered soul, also Narada is empowered soul. So if he talks goes between two exalted soul, so the talks is not ordinary, is very, very important. So here as we know from previous verses how this Narad Rishi left the place where he was staying with his mother. After passing the mother, he accepted the passing the mother as a benediction of the Lord, because he was attached with mother. So he thought this is a benediction because only I have my mother. That was my big obstacles on my path of devotional service. So now I am very much free. So he started journey towards north. So north, in the north there is a Himalaya, and like we know the significance of the north. North is the place is for the spiritual realization. So most of the people like Pandavas and others, they did the journey towards north. So when he was passing, so as we know, he got so many, he has seen on the way, he has seen the cities, big city and village and mines, and even very attractive places, sceneries like lakes where and birds, where even the place of the demigods and apsaras. So, but he was determined to see the God, see the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna face to face. He was determined, because when he got the association from these exalted devotees in Chaturmas, 4 months. So because that time he was attentively listening, he was very innocent, but in fact he was very old, very young boy, 5-year-old boy, but these Bhakti Vedantists were knowing the essence of the Bhakti when they were talking. So he was listening very attentively, and also he got the opportunity to get the remnants of those devotees. So actually the remnants, by eating the remnants of those devotees, his heart was completely clean. And then those whatever he was listening, everything was absorbing in his heart. So that is very important factor. Like we are coming in devotional service, sometimes we don't understand so many things. So because of why we don't understand, why those things not going in our heart, because of our previous karma, sins. So in our heart, since time immemorial, the sins are accumulated in our heart. So we have to clean it. Then all these things can easy to understand. So that's why it is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, very nice verse is there. So it mentioned, first we have to engage ourselves in pious activities, and we have to be away from sinful activities. Then this determination comes to understand, to do the bhakti. That is very important. So first we have to stop the sinful activities, and then we have to engage ourselves in pious activities. Then this determination of bhakti will come, arises in our heart. Because, so why we are not determined to do the bhakti? Because we are not determined to stop our sinful activities first. That's why when the newcomers comes in Iskcon, so first we teach them to chant Hare Krishna and stop these 4 sinful activities. That is our first basic. First you have to stop, chant Hare Krishna, and then you stop 4 sinful activities. Because these 4 sinful activities is the pillar of sins. So until unless we are not break these pillars, we cannot build the pillar of the bhakti. It's not possible. So that is very important. That is very important. Listening, chanting and listening, and then stopping the sinful activities. Whatever we have done the sinful activities and how much, that is not important. Most sinner person in the world, if he determined to stop his sins and want to engage in himself in devotional service, Krishna accepts immediately. But only condition is there, we should not be pretender and cheater. We have to be determined. Pretender cheater means we knowing everything, but still we want to maintain all those sinful activities side by side, and then same time we want to become great devotee. Both things will not work out. It's not possible. So, because in the heart Krishna is there, he knows. He knows what you want. You want bhakti or you want to maintain the sins. So sometimes we can see we are not advancing in spiritual life. Because of that, to be side by side we want to maintain our sinful activities. That's why here Narad Rishi, he became very much advanced very quickly. Because he only 4 months he associated with the devotees and taken the prasadam. We are taking so many years taking prasadam, listening with the devotees, but still things are not going well. Why? Because we are not serious. We are not serious. So Narad Rishi was innocent boy, or he became very much serious. He taken the remnants and he attentively listened. The effects, the impact goes in his heart, and immediately he changed his heart, and then he determined to see the Lord face to face. So when he was traveling, so I was in previous class says I explained how the path of devotional service is not just easy, it's challenge. Like this is a edge of sword, knife, not easy. Like Srila Prabhupada explaining, when you have the sharp blades, so you can have very nice clean shaving, but same time if you are not careful, it cuts immediately. It cuts. Same way devotional service, when we are serious, this is a Raj path. The path is a path, highway, it takes you immediately, but same time we have to be serious. We have to be serious. So it works, but we have to follow the procedure. So when he was going, so there was 2 things was coming on the way. One is glamour, allurement, and second one was miseries and fear and problems. So when he was passing, he saw many furious animals and dense forest. That was problems and fear, which creates, even the daytime, those such places you pass, you become very much fearful. So when we practicing devotional service, when we are determined to be devotee, then these things comes. Fear of the future. I am coming so many, I am giving so much time to the Hare Krishna, I am chanting this, then what about my business, what about my family, what about my bank balance? These fears comes in. All these fears comes. What will happen? These fears start coming. And second thing start coming, There is a allurement. When you start progressing in spiritual life, then allurement, attractions comes. Because whatever you want, you start coming. When little bit you follow the devotional service, things comes in miracle way in your life. There is attraction, lot of attraction starts coming, because quickly everything, you whatever you want, just desires, things are coming, because the devotional service itself is a chintamani. Chintamani, whatever you desire, everything going to happen. When you are little bit serious in spiritual life. So that is also allurement. We have to not be deviated by those things. Like many sadhus, many devotees, they become attracted. Sometimes with name, fame, wealth. So that's why Srila Prabhupada is saying, in the devotee life, there is two things are very dangerous. Very dangerous. What? Money and woman. Kanchan and Kamani. Very dangerous. Everything comes, you just very easily, you get these things, attracted with these things. But when you are really determined to have to see the Lord, to going back home, back to Godhead, we have to not deviated by these things. That is allurement, that is illusion. Big illusion for devotees. These big illusions. So we have to not disturb by these things. Then time comes for the seeing the Lord and realizing the Lord. So here similarly, here Narad Rishi, when he just keep on going, and there is a struggle, like for example, it's not like when you become devotee, you will not get any problem. There will be problem. That is your test. Like Narad Rishi, you are just keep on traveling. Now he become thirsty. His body is tired. It's not like just keep on doing, continuing. No, sometimes while chanting you become tired. Sometimes while reading you become tired. Sometimes you coming in the temple, dancing you become tired. All these things comes. But that's it. But we have to not leave it. We have to continue. That is our test. Because we are on bodily concept of life. We are not gone beyond the bodily concept. When we come beyond bodily concept of life, then we realize all these things will go away. But still we are on bodily concept. So body will tired, you become thirsty, you become hungry, so many things start coming. So that's why there is so many procedures are there. When you chanting, while you chanting you become tired, no problem. Keep chanting side, then you start reading Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. When you tired by reading the Gita and Bhagavatam, you coming and dance before Lord. When you tired with the dancing, you take the darshan of Lord. When you become tired, then you take the prasadam. There is so many. All these is same. There is no in spiritual life. There is no difference in these things. All is same thing to give you Krishna. Prasadam will give you Krishna, chanting will give you Krishna, reading Gita and Bhagavatam will give Krishna. You will get. So only you changing. All is an absolute platform. Spiritual life is an absolute platform. There is no difference. That's why it is mentioned. Nama Chintamani Chaitanya Ras Vigraha Purna Siddho Nitya Mukto Abhinitvam Nam is not different from Krishna and Krishna name, form, beauty, his attributes, all is the same. All is same. When you tired with one thing, then you start another thing. Again you come back on the same thing. These are procedures to purify our self, engage our self. So now here Narad Rishi is tired. He became hungry and thirsty. Then what he does? He just take the bath in the lake. So this is also like my Guru Maharaj is doing a lot of services since morning, meeting the people, giving the classes, so many things. But when Maharaj, we see tired, immediately he goes take bath, and then when he comes back, they become friends. So taking the bath is very important, because when you take the bath, immediately the baths make you in mood of goodness. That's why any activities when we do, any spiritual activities, and anything, religious activities, what we do? First take bath. So bathing is also very important. Very, very important. Any activity when you start, you must take bath. But nowadays people not interested. That is tamas. That is called tamas. When you keep yourself dirty, there are two things. We have to keep ourselves clean, externally and internally. Externally cleanness comes only by taking bath. You take bath with fresh water. When you take the bath with the fresh water, immediately you become enlightened. Immediately you become fresh. When you become tired, immediately take bath. So that's why Narada Rishi, after taking the bath, then after drinking the water, he became fresh. Another point here given in purport, Srila Prabhupada is saying, like the sannyasi and mendicant, sannyasi who has given the life for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they has to not depend on anyone. They has to not depend on anyone. They has to depend totally on Krishna and nature, his nature. That's all. He should not depend. Like I was giving the story about the Anand Das Goswami. He was the son of rich man, very rich man. That time his father was earning 12 lakhs a month. 12 lakhs a month in that time now he become more than 12 crore month. And he was the only son. But when he got the association of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and became so much attracted with the Lord, and he left everything, he went in Jagannath Puri, and then he started. His father was sending a lot of money and people. So in beginning he was using those money for doing service for the devotees. He was feeding the devotee, Mahaprasad, Jagannath Mahaprasad. But after that he started realizing, what I am doing? I left everything, still I am depending on my father. Property is money. Still I am getting so much name and fame by the devotees, I am doing a lot of service for them. He stopped. He stopped. Then he was thinking, he was sitting just next to the Singhadwar, and he was chanting, and the devotees were coming and offering him prasad. So he was taking the prasad, but after that, sometime he start thinking, what is this? I am just like prostitute. I am sitting here and thinking maybe somebody will give me prasad. What is this? No. Even left, he is sitting there. Then he started just taking the waste of the Jagannath Mahaprasad when the cleaning, and some Mahaprasad was coming from the drain and he was eating that. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was appreciating, wow. And when he came and he snatched that prasad and eat, oh, you are taking Mahaprasad, Jagannath. He encouraged the Raghunath Das Goswami renunciation. So that's why devotees of the Lord should not depend on anyone. They has to depend on only Krishna, his nature. Krishna will provide whatever he need, necessities are there, he will provide. But same time, sometimes the devotee go to the householder's house. So householder has to think. He goes to the householder house to enlighten them. Because householders, they are engrossed in household activities. They have no time for chanting, they have no time for reading, they don't have time to go in the temple. They are engrossed. They have no time. So sometimes the devotees of the Lord goes to door, enlighten them. Enlighten them, not just like we were doing this in like when I was in India, so I was going to make the life member. So life member means what? Life member means not just be going to take the money, but same time we were preaching them, we were connecting, we were engaging them, connecting with the Lord. When they become life member, they give their money, immediately their mind start coming to the temple. Because all the life member, when after becoming the life member, they were coming I am now life member. Let's go Sunday program. They were coming for Sunday program. They having the class, they having the prasad, listening having the devotion, association of the devotee, many life members, they become devotee now. They are now initiated devotee. So this is the way. Sometimes devotees, they go to the householder people to engage them, to ask for some alms, some donations. So that donation is not for them. That donation is purifying them, to engaging them. When they start giving something, there start mind coming to the Lord. That's why sometimes devotees, they going house to house, door to door, to ask something. Okay, we need something from you, and same time they get opportunity to preach them, for distributing the books, collecting the money, so many ways to engaging them. That is the purpose. So that householders has to understand. Otherwise sometimes think, oh, now these people are coming, let's close the door. That's why before it was very easy to approach to the householders. That's why devotees. But at present, that's why before it was written on the front door, Suswagatam. In each house in India, it was written Suswagatam, most welcome. But at present now, it written on the door, on the gate, what is it? Beware of dog. Suswagatam finished now. Now beware of the dog. So one Maharaj was telling, now the situation is like that. When he go to the house, or see, beware the dog, means in the house all the dogs are staying. This house is full of the dog. When you go there, they start bargaining you. They become envious to you. Now what is this? So now children know how they get the opportunity, how they are going to become devotee. In beginning I was engaged some devotee. Okay, now in the Nyali, Prabhu, go take some books, go meet everyone, be giving the book and inviting them in the temple. But they find very difficult, because anywhere you go there is a scaries, there is a dogs, there is a problems, they cannot see you, problems. So how they going to be delivered? Chances becoming less and less and less and less, day by day. The opportunity is gone, it's going now. But formerly it was there. Any sadhus can go any place and then enlightening those householders. Enlightening the householder. Now that's why in like Prabhat Fairy means devotees like Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu waking early in the morning and taking all the devotees, then going chanting in the street. That was the business of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, waking our devotees early in the morning, taking all the devotees and chanting in the streets. Jiv jago, gaura chand bole. They are saying, wake up, wake up, wake up. Chant the holy name of the Lord. But at present when you go in early morning, they will complain and police will come and arrest you. That is the situation now. So, we have to take these advantages. When we get such types of advantages to engage ourselves in the service of the Lord, we must utilize those advantages so we can become Krishna consciousness easily. Otherwise, very difficult. Because wherever our assets goes, in form of the money and anything, time, whatever, our mind goes there. Like when you are serving dogs and hogs, then your mind goes to the dogs and hogs. You will be serving the club, you become member of the club, then you will go to club. And club, what will happen? Then you drink there, do so many other things. But when you become member of the Hare Krishna, then you will chant here, you will see the Lord. Different. So wherever you go, your mind money goes, your mind goes. That is a very simple thing. So that's why even our money also should engage. That's why Srila Prabhupada was giving the instruction. We should use 50% of our money in cultivation of Krishna consciousness. 50. Once somebody start doing, see, then he becomes just like Narad Rishi. Immediately he becomes devotees. Immediately he starts feeling the Lord in his heart. In his heart. That's why we see many devotees, like His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj in his early, when he was working as a general manager in Coca-Cola company. When he was doing, he was just whatever he was getting, his salary he was offering to Srila Prabhupada. He was giving to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada was writing the letter, many letters. He given thanks letter to Maharaj. Then after that, what will happen? He became surrendered to the Prabhupada. Now he delivered so many people. So that quick result comes. When we engage our money, our mind, our body in service of Krishna, then everything, your heart also will come to Krishna. Your mind also will come to Krishna. This is the way. That's why here Narad Rishi, after taking the bath, after drinking the water, he became fresh. Now he will start meditating, following the procedure, what he has listened by the great devotees. What he listened, now he is going to implement, practicing. And then he will see, he will listen the Lord, he will hear the Lord. Then after hearing the Lord, then he become eager. The eagerness will start coming in his heart, and then he will see that his next life he becomes Narad Rishi. That is story will come. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam की, Srila Prabhupada की. किसी कोई प्रश्न है? Anyone has any question and comments? Yes, Prabhuji. Are you okay? Yeah. Okay, thank you. किसी कोई प्रश्न है? ठीक है? हमने आज संक्षेप में क्लास किया है.